Hey boys, late start today. Finished watching Altered Carbon, so we can put more hours into the stream. Still have to watch that animated one, but this time we'll be playing with Niths Chosen, our long peasant militia origin. But before I go back in the game, I just wanted to see a few things here. So, had a long run with band of poachers. 3 woodsmen. This was their long run. I think it was Rubius Kids. Had one long run with a new company. It was just named Bell Brothers. Haven't tried the trading caravan, but it's pretty cool. Might even be even stronger with the expansion. Not tried the Beast Slayers. 10% worse prices, so. Not tried Deserters. Sounds like something I would never even play. Not tried the Dark Cultist, so this sounds pretty cool. Northern Raiders, we tried 4 times but didn't get it off ground. Also Lone Wolf tried several times, didn't get it off ground. It's currently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 origins and just the company one. Start with what, 3 companions in this one. The expansion will be adding more. What can we expect, like maybe like 5 more, maybe 8 more, 4, 5 more. Who knows? Well, until then, we're running Niths Chosen. When this company gets retired, then we'll be starting trying to get the next run going. I'm always gonna be doing long runs. Maybe some of the requests we're gonna be playing something else, you know, just for a crisis or 2 if we get it off ground. But for now, it's Niths Chosen. Do enjoy long games, chill grinding, nice to pass time. Okay, where were we? What's going on here? We even have a job going right now. The price is here at 18.8. I kind of wanna do a little bit more exploring here. I feel like I hate that we don't have a hammer going. Losing those 2 hammers in that battle against 2 warlords was such a setback. Like, cancelled any exploration and progress. When it's so pain in the ass when you have to deal with 10 orc warriors and a warlord without proper 2-handers. There's a Dark Cultist immune. I'll probably, when the expansion hits, when we retire this company, we'll be trying some of the new ones. See which one looks good and which one we can get off ground turn into a long run. I feel like not all of them are even suited for a long run. I'm basically just suited, just, you know, probably finish a crisis or 2. Because some of them have quite the advantages when the long run makes it more fun for long games. I need to clear this inventory. I've been waiting. I'm gonna be probably moving between Helston and Crankland, trying to get the event for where the stuff can be sold for a lot. I should. Call. Please tell me it's Hellstadt. Wurmfest. It's not even paying that much, but we could get good stuff there. let's go. Don't have much room though. Moonfest is a castle from this house. It's far in the north. This is where we can get some nice famed items with just a little bit luck. This is a shit pay for 3-day mission. I had a thing once time was like 5,000 nearly pay far north. Most of the stuff will most of the stuff in the north will ignore us, but the greenskins can pile up and attack. There's still the crisis going on. We clear that place. I guess it's keep growing. This is the brigand country. We also need to find some easier fights to get Bress up. Has potential. I'd like to get some famed armor. Still haven't found any famed armor. Oh man, this place got wrecked. 3 ruins. One more good thing why we had to get to come here is training hole. You can train Bress. Got here again. I'll just sell them all this thing to her. Sell all these things. Prices are very low otherwise. What do we got here? Distinguished lizard headpiece. 2 famed items. Well supplied, boys. Well supplied. So it's basically a full helm. Amount of protection, but it does not lower vision or fatigue as much. Hella expensive for an item though. This helmet must have once belonged to a daring and skilled hunter, for it's covered in the scales of dread lindworm. Only do the scales deflect blows and hits, but they also remain unscathed by the acidic lindworm blood. It's a great helm. Buy it. Sir Magnus's Golden Lamellar. An extraordinarily well-crafted piece of lamellar armor. It is covered with beaten gold, which makes it truly stand out. 313 protection at a cost of 35 fatigue. What is this core of scales? 38? Yes. It's, nothing that crazy, but we'll take it. We don't need it for the ambition as well. Finally found some stuff to spend that gold on. Ooh. There were 2 famed armors and two famed an armor, 2 famed at the weaponsmith. A long pike used for thrusting over some distance and keeping enemy at bay. This particular pike is skillfully carved from flexible wood that may bend but never snap, and the metal tip consists of an alloy rarely seen in these parts of the world. And home run, good morning, hey Nighthawk. It's a really high chance to hit the head, but it's a pike. What's 60 to 80 on a pike usually, right? 60 to 80. This one has additional damage, additional 13 to 17. It's not bad, not very pricey either, but it's a pike. It cannot keep match the billhook. Cannot match the billhook. 150% effective against armor. This doesn't. Look at this. 6800, 1700. This weapon for 1700 is just better than this. The chance to hit head plus 21% doesn't even matter. It's a sad famed item. I guess if you find it early, you could use it before you can get more bill hooks. What do we have here? Deadly Bludgeon. A large two-handed mace born in the fiery smithy of a true master. Despite its massive head, the weapon is well balanced and reasonably easy to handle for an experienced individual. Holy shit! Holy shit! That's the stuff! And it's not even expensive, 8300. But goddamn! Goddamn, that's the shit. I got 3 new famed items, boys. So, this one has 75 to 95 damage. This one has 96 to 122. Oh my fucking god. What the hell is this madness? That's the damage seems a little bit too high, and the cost was like nothing. Why is it so? Why is it that Pike is so bad and this shit is overkill? It's ridiculous. What the fuck is up with this shit? Look at the damage. What the fuck? 21? It's like, what the? 21 to 37 additional damage? What were they drinking when they made this weapon? 7, 20, what the? 5 and 22, 27 more damage? 21, 27 more damage? Holy shit! And weapon skills build up 1 less fatigue. That is insane. If only Colin didn't cut off his finger for a mission, I still regret this. I'll regret this forever. He had just enough melee skill before he got fucked by that stupid event. But you know, live and learn. This is an insane weapon. Holy shit. This shit with the killing frenzy is gonna be unreal. What you have to understand about this weapon, it has 50% of damage, ignores armor. But killing frenzy, it's insane. This shit hits the head, you're dead. Nobody survives that. This is probably one of the craziest weapons I've seen so far on the just random fame stuff. If he's confident, he has enough melee skill. If he's confident in flanking, he's good. But otherwise, that missing figure fucked him up a bit. Okay. This is clearly a helmet for one of the tanks who could use a little bit more fatigue. Like this one. Still better than most helmets we can get in regular stuff. Way better. This one is insane though. This one is insane. But this one has extra effect if we ever get in with lindworms. We just did a caravan to castle and there were 4 famed items there. We bought 3. And all 3 good. One is kinda crazy. This is not a good armor for Shield Brothers. It's too much fatigue. This is ideal for two-handers. But we don't have any... we can actually put on it, right? Well, this helmet is good, ideal for Shield Brother. Yoo-hoo! Yeah, that helmet is really good for Shield Brothers, so we get a little more fatigue. Is that got a nimble armor? No, that's basically it's just a better corpse scales. Still a bunch of commoners. We're talking about. This is all they need. This is all they need. Billhook is one of the best weapons in the game. I can imagine the famed ones are a thing of legend. Everybody here has. We have some really powerful famed items in the back. I mean, look at this shit here. Getting famed billhooks. Probably have to play for thousands of, for 5 years to get the famed billhooks. Billhooks are insane already as it is. This is we gain some fatigue here. This is nice. This is really nice. This armor will be for Bress if he lives. Oh my god. Again, I'm gonna put a famed armor on Bress. I just have to stay away from Berserkers. This armor is gonna be for Bress. We can sell a couple of full helms. Full helms are good for two-handers, not really ideal for the Shield Brothers. We want better stuff. This is like in my opinion, this is like the perfect amount of weight for a Shield Brother. 250 minus 17, 240 minus 28. Ideally, you want a better helmet with the famed helmet, and of course the famed armors always go first to two-handers. Like this is like ideal with a very nice shield. Meme that we didn't have meme in this game. We haven't snatched any of the characters. This is really nice. We have fulfilled the ambition as well. This is actually huge. This is actually huge. We finally got. We're finally able to spend some gold. How much did it cost? Like 50,000. Yes, beasts and explorations. Well, at least you haven't retired like Gulrmal. Gulrmal become drunk, you've seen too much. You're still actually a pretty good reserve guy. If we need some extra armor piercing, we get you. But otherwise just in reserve. It's always nice to have some billhooks in reserve. We had to retire one of them. Become a drunkard, got worse. Had enough melee skill before drunkard, and drunkard just made him unreliable. The bill hooks have to have over 90 melee skill in the first place. That's... We'll find some easy fights to level up Brest. Brest is gonna be our next two-hander. How much room do we have right now? Maybe just one for one big fight. I'm just carrying it, so we have more room in the inventory. We have recruited brace, decent stats, just no extra stars in melee defense. It could be just good enough killer, but he will not be able to stay long in melee without some help. But we are 16, so it's fine. This is a reserve in training. Reserve in training. We need easy fights for him. We are lacking 3 two-handers and maybe 1 bow. RuneScape still need veterans here. I'll praise Niths. He also rolled 5 defense and 5 range defense, so there's huge, doesn't put him into negative. Huge with a hammer and 3 stars is crazy. Just keep him in the back here. They'll leech some experience here. Lumberjacks are probably our most reliable two-handers for the long game. With little luck they can roll Hedge Knight stats. With little luck, we mean with planetary alignment. Will I consider reach advantage? Probably no. No. We have 16 and we have no initiative. That should be enough, just good positioning. We're playing with extra shield brothers, so the reach advantage is kinda useless. We go for surround and fast kills. It's all about formation. Swamp. God damn, why it had to be swamp? They don't have master archers this time. We can just stay in position and just kill everybody. It's gonna be about morale here. Now, if you have split or swing, it's better. Oh man, they have better terrain than us here. Our guys should be pretty good for even where we are. They have no master archers. Perfect deployment, brass. Hidden in the swamp. 4 bows and a crossbow. We don't have to move from here. We have a penalty to melee skill, melee defense, range defense, but so they will they.
Have you seen that shit? Holy shit!
Hello, Tron. Thank you for 10 gifted subs. Eltron, you have 4 random monthly quests. Have you been putting any thought what you want to see, or are you just gonna hoard them? Eltron got top gifter last month. Dia brought top donator, and Royalty top cheerer. Brennan Lord, maybe when game gets released.
Oh my god! Have you seen that shit? Holy shit! What the hell?
Hammer is great, but you don't want to have everybody use a hammer. It's better to have 2 hammers and a mace than 3 hammers. What I'm saying.
God.
In my
Have you seen
opinion.
that shit? Holy shit!
You're gonna hoard them forever? Okay. One day you might surpass even King Roman.
Oh my god! Have you seen that shit? Holy shit! What the hell?
King Roman is at 9. 9. Shit Wizard used to have a lot of them as well, but he actually used several, and he gifted some to others.
Oh my god! Have you seen that shit? Holy shit! What the hell?
King Roman used to be the sugar daddy of the channel until he got surpassed by Shit Wizard. King Roman was the 3rd sugar daddy of the channel, meaning top supporter, the top.
Oh my god! Have you seen that shit? Holy shit! What the hell?
Target their morale here. I'm not gonna move from this area. It's cozy here.
Oh my god! Have you seen that shit? Holy shit! What the hell?
I'm Chicken Lol. We named the role of the Blooded after. He was the first sugar daddy. He kinda got this theme off the ground.
Oh my god!
Saved me financially for several months.
Holy shit!
Then we had pretty much Geno. Geno finding some of the stream equipment. pretty much those two made the stream actually took off ground. While King Roman is just a huge supporter over the years,
Oh my god.
made things easier for me to
Have you
stream
seen
every
that
day.
shit? Holy shit.
Sheed Wizard, well, Sheed Wizard made sure I get fat and happy, and had a very good PC for streaming. Scotty was almost all there as well,
Oh
but
my
haven't
god.
reached the sugar daddy
Have you
status.
seen that shit? Holy shit. What the hell? Oh my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit. What the hell?
Who's number one sub gifter all time? I don't know. It used to be Scotty. This some new guy from Sweden now. Probably also
Oh
a
my
retired
God.
supermodel like Sheed Wizard.
Have you seen that shit? Holy shit. What the hell?
Holy shit, that damage. Breaks from Warhammer 2 are great. Great for the mind, great for the soul. It's
Oh
important
my God.
we actually build
Have
up
you seen that
excitement
shit?
towards new things
Holy
instead of
shit.
constantly slowly
What
burning
the
out.
hell?
What happens if we give more subs than our viewers? I'm not exactly sure, but I assume that people who have watched the channel or who are gonna join the channel after we're gonna get the subs.
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit. What the hell?
You know, you do meet some interesting people on the Twitch, especially when you grow as a streamer
Oh
or when you
my
succeed as a
God.
streamer.
Have
You know,
seen that
for
shit?
for a
Holy
short
shit.
time, I
What the hell?
suspected Elteron might be Sheed Wizard's alt, but Sheed Wizard's behavior, his patterns, and he's just waiting for the opening. While Elteron here, it's almost like he's still innocent in the ways of
Oh
Twitch.
my god.
He hasn't
Have you
developed
seen that
yet
shit? Holy
into
shit.
those, you know,
What the hell?
the next stage. So they're two different people, I decided. You've been on Twitch for like 10 years,
Oh
but you
my
haven't
God.
ascended to the next
Have
level.
you seen that shit? Holy
Well, I've
shit.
seen people that watch my channel for years, they ascended to the next level. Hey Rubio! Yoo-hoo!
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit. What the hell?
It's kind of hard to explain, but when you are dealing with people over years and see, you know, how you know, their behavior patterns change, you know, it kind of, you know,
Oh my
you kind
god.
of have to receive from my
Have you seen
side.
that shit? Holy shit. What the hell?
We don't even recognize Gronlok Schrompf anymore. He has a new helmet and a different shield now. Well, Elteron definitely changed things, you know. You're the reason why I made a formula to put the top sub gifters on the top 15 list as well. I actually bought 3 new famed items, Rubio. Did a caravan mission and got lucky with 4 famed items. I bought 3. Okay. If you no fapping, by the way. Look at this. Look at the damage on this two-handed mace. Well, thanks to Elton Scotty, your gifted subs now count toward top 15 as well. It's one of the reasons you're still holding your spot. Otherwise, Dirk Broch would have surpassed you. Look at the damage in this shit. What the fuck is up with this damage? That's ridiculous. The best part, it's like only costs like 8,000. Thank you, Scotty.
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit. What the hell?
This damage. It has additional 21 to 27 damage. Which is crazy. On a weapon with 50% of damage ignores armor. With a killing frenzy and also build up less fatigue.
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit. What the hell?
The funny thing is we found this mace for calling and he has no brony. That was like it was fate.
What the hell?
It was fate. It was his destiny to get this godlike mace. Did that remind Frigg even noticeable during a long fight? Yes, for sure. It will sometimes be enough to make the difference. Especially because of the berserk.
Have you seen that shit? Holy shit. What the hell?
Favorite melee skill is because of the swamp.
Oh my god.
People could get hurt here. It's maybe not ideal spot to stay, but let's see how it goes. It's just a bunch of brigands. We try to demoralize them. It's 77, Scorpio, 77. He lost his finger. He used to have 81. It used to be just enough. Now it's become average two-hander. Look at this. Look at this. 81 to 112 damage with a bow. What the fuck? Is this even real? 81 to 112 damage with a bow. This is the craziest bow I found so far. How long is the average game of Battle Brothers? Until you retire or get defeated, Eltron. Other than that, it's up to you. It's a sandbox with no end. You get beaten or you retire. There's a reason why this character has a Greenleaf title. Greenleaf as in Legolas. Always have a Greenleaf in the party. Imagine if you get like 2 or 3 Greenleafs. That's an 87 miss. Not ideal spot to stay here, but they need to get lucky to shoot us. I like this headshot chance here. Well, the way I see the Eltron, also from other people experience, especially people who just, you know, like the challenge, the game is designed to be challenging for the first two crises of the game, and after that, you know, you have pretty much it turns into like a management game in a sandbox world. Well, you can just keep going. There are still challenges left, but you're just gonna get stronger than half the content in the game, but easily still setbacks possible. I feel like on an Iron Man the game is pretty much challenging throughout, because you know the setbacks can happen even against a bunch of Orc Warriors, and there is much more dangerous things than Orc Warriors. There is a lot of things the game offers in the later stage of the game, like the famed items, top tier armors and weapons. You know, just seeing, you know, how the world, you know, what's gonna be happening in it, how far you can go with it, or just, you know, pretty much just play, you know, to see how far you can survive, how many years. Even without all that, it's pretty nice, chill grinding experience. It's I find it a lot of fun. A lot of the crazy stuff is optional. You don't even have to ever do it. But there are a lot of rewards as well for doing the legendary stuff. I feel like just the idea of managing a mercenary company in a sandbox world, it's a big selling point of this game. All the challenges it will bring, early game, mid game, and then the later grindy part of the game, which is not a bad thing if you ask me. It's the best part of this game. On top of that, add, you know, the gameplay, the soundtracks, and just the satisfaction of doing well, and you have just a great game. It's not all games, you know, always about, you know, challenge, but this game is quite hard, especially in early game on the highest difficulty. For me, it's a lot of fun having the company of mercenaries. You know how they're, you know, all the battles we've been through. You know, would we feel pretty bad if one of these guys dies, but eventually they will, because you know they're only human. Sometimes you even underestimate some of the threats, and then you still get surprised. Of course, fighting the brigands, you know, which is the most common enemy in the game, with the gear of this tier, you know, it's usually pretty straightforward. You just do the job, get the reward, and you know, go further. But some of the things can, you know, still surprise, especially with leveling new guys. Yeah, that's also a crazy one, Ragnas. Very nice gravy. I feel like the visuals of the game are pretty good. It has its style, and they put a lot of detail to it. That's what matters. It is really polished. The fact they went with this style and they really polished it is just excellent. They actually give a damn. Fight like this, it's bad terrain, but we should be able to handle it. Some of these guys are quite vulnerable to a long fight, because the range will eventually build up damage. So we have to demoralize here and rout them before we hit to that stage. Compared to other games, but there's no other games like this. This is one of a kind. Heroes series is dead. This type of combat is a dying genre. XCOM. Well, the XCOM doesn't go left to right. This is more hero style. XCOM is not like Heroes. Kids don't get into strategy games until they're like at least 18 or early 20s. I can totally see them. My like stats, like nobody under 18 even watches my Total War stuff. Even if they do, it's maybe just a few individuals. So they get drawn to strategy games probably after, you know, in their early 20s, and then maybe like close to 30s. They do get into strategy games. And it should stay like that. The strategy game should not cater to teens anymore. The times have changed. They will just fuck up the games. Well, I'm talking about in this day and age, Akutama. There are different times we live in. I feel like how the people who play this type of games these days is just because of nostalgia. Because they played it at a certain point in their life. These type of games are just slowly dying. And it's gonna get worse over the decades. Some of the, you know, people who, you know, past their teens probably might get in strategy games. But it's gonna be minimal compared to what it used to be. Minimal. So they're gonna start making less and less of these games. But they'll still find their audience, the shitload of people on this planet. But it's not gonna be making the big bucks, so we'll probably not even be getting any big titles anymore. So you have to rely on hidden gems like Battle Brothers. The biggest difference is there is a lot more people now playing games, probably in hundreds of millions, compared to what it used to be decades ago. But there are also way more games these days as well. So get picky or just go with the flavor of the month. Most people, I feel like, will still go with the flavor of the month due to time restrictions. Because it means time consuming and expensive trying every single game. Probably one of the reasons why Twitch is so goddamn popular. A lot of people don't even buy or play games anymore. Instead, they just watch others do it. And while they're doing it, you know, they have community to share, you know, their thoughts and laughs and, you know, add to. You're here for the body paint streamers? Wrong channel, friend. Maybe we get some good treasure from this camp. You're here for the ASMR? Oh man. I hope you guys joke about these things. Because, you know, I do listen to ASMR every day. Best Halkiran ASMR streamer. Oh man. I don't think I even wanna take this thing seriously. The boomers and the zoomers. It's like just I'm not even gonna try to remember what is what. You know, it's like I can't take this thing seriously. It's like, when did this all start, anyways? Who does even take this thing seriously? There's a chance I hit calling on the head here, so we can't take that risk. guys notice how the Outer Worlds devs on their Twitter are just keeping up the hype? Every week, every month they post a lot of stuff. It feels like they're just teasing us, you know, that something might be coming, or they're just, you know, that active. They have like the best social devs ever. So Shiryu is actually a super model or is just joke? The story goes he started early, so his parents had to get you know, get all the money. But then you know, in the like late 20s he retired, and he still has to do up to this day chores to get that money, you know, back. Very overprotective parents. That's how the story goes, I think. Let's make sure this guy doesn't go get away. Cheers, I mean, Brace will get some experience out of this. Well, it's positioning and priority targets, that's why it's going so slow. Not just because I'm talking to you guys at the same time. Everyone's staying safe these weird times. Yeah, I've been in isolation since the start of winter, so I'm good. He wasn't asking me, okay. My bad, my bad. You know what's the craziest things the last couple of days, guys? I want to share something with you, you know, something personal. But don't clip this shit. When we were doing the Chaos campaign, it was hard to get out of bed. Spending like 9 to 10 hours in bed. And now that the Chaos campaign is finished and we're not playing Warhammer right now, it's like 7 hours, 7.5 hours out of bed. Every day. It's crazy how that goes. When I played Crooked Moon, I think I was spending like 11 hours in bed. No reason to get out of bed, right? Hey, Briss. Got level and breast, nice. What do we got here? Lots of loot. Just move your setup to bed. Well, bed is just behind me. I have a small room. Oh, mama, look at this! Look at this! And we just bought this for like 20,000 or something. 313 minus 35. 342 minus 32. This is a sellsword armor on steroids. A thick metal hauberk combined with sturdy metal plates, this armor will protect its wearer even in the fiercest battles. It's a crazy armor for a two-hander. Good thing I really don't know the magnitude of rolls, so I don't even care to look at it on the internet, so can't bring me down. For me, just amazing find. This was actually quite a bit of loot here. That armor is insane. It's the best one we found so far. Corvus Scales, which is a pretty great armor for two-handers. 38, 300, 32, 342. It's crazy. It's a really good armor. This is the top protection on a regular armor, core plates. 320 for minus 42. It is heavy. That is really heavy. The alternative is core scales 300 for 38. That's pretty damn good. Only better armors than core scales are for this protection of the famed armors. I find the optimal armor for the regular ones on the Shield Brothers being sellsword armor and the scale armor. All the best one for two-hander, the core scales, because the famed armors are not easy to come by. This one is just nuts. 2 famed armors in one day. Damn. Oh, that's a shame. It's a shame. Gotta be 3 attack, right? 3 melee skill. We do have good talents here. This is a huge potential with this guy. Huge potential. Even with a lower defense, but it doesn't matter as much considering our numbers. As long as he has a shield brother close another guy, the defense will not be a weakness. But Lucky is kinda crazy. So reliable with his whip. Even has crazy resolve. This is probably our best comp this campaign. That find was incredible. I'm gonna give this armor to Bress. What do stars and skills mean? They get bonus to the rolls where they level up. Because there's you know, this random every time you level up, there's a magnitude on the roll. It's like for the melee defense, it's 1 to 3. While with max stars, it's always going to be 3, sometimes 4. What's the average viewer age? Over 30. Does the beginner influence rolls? No, just the starting amount of stats. How much starting health, resolve, melee skill they have. Most of the people who play Total War and watch Total War are late 20s and over 30. Range can roll 4. 1 to 4, while melee 1 to 3. You can get 4 with melee if you have 3 stars. 3 to 4. What's the renown? 9,872, almost over 10,000. I really have to empty your inventory though. Maybe we get lucky with the event in Krakenland. If not, we still have to empty it. It's over 19. I'm selling everything, most of it. Most items below 500. Everything under 300. I don't need to sell great swords unless it's over 20%. nice ambition. No events. Prices at little 19. What's the mission here? No. We just came from the north. This will keep our reputation as we get max price. Then we'll sell most of the items below 300. What do we have here? We'll continue with this composition. We're gonna have enough room for the items from that fight. Sell the cheap stuff. "24 slots. Not enough. That's fine. Maybe they have a hedge knight. Out in the swamp again. Is this modded now? Why Solo pay this late? It's the peasant militia. We only give them raise once and we only have 3 or 4 greedy guys. The backgrounds are pretty cheap. Like for example, this is above average. Many contract pay, that's random. That's random. It's the difficulty as well. Playing next with the economic difficulty, and this can vary. It's 2 skulls. It's pretty normal. The pay for the contract is affected by the difficulty. Renown does increase it, but I think the difficulty is the factor here that you are wondering about. Or are you asking why did I accept it? Getting this guy up. This is a perfect battle to get some experience for him. You're leveling a new hammer. Oh, nice, this guy has a nice sword. Make sure we kill him before he gets close. gets round bonuses. That's the guy that's being leveled right now. We have gear ready already for him. What do you find the best place in the background? Lumberjack. Lumberjack seems like it's best with the melee. I mean, it's obvious it's one of the priciest ones, right? Militia is not bad either, because he can also get better for range. There are a series of like 3-4 which are solid all around. You know, like Brawler, Farmhand, Poacher. But I find, from my experience, Lumberjack to be the best. Because it gives the best potential for two-hander. Although Butcher and Brawler come close to it, I guess. But this again is of course experience. Well, it also depends on the map. You might have access to plenty of certain type. Like we have a couple of cities in the forest here, so we had access to several lumberjacks every now and then. Had a lumberjack this run that had pretty much the stats of a hedge knight. Or close, you know. Don't this guy dull his sword. Two-handers are quite hard to come by, even harder in my opinion than the boss for this group. Because the poachers are good enough range. You can always get a guy with the 3 stars in range, they're easy to build up, unless you're going for hybrid builds. Two-handers on the other hand, they're always at the highest risk in the company, it seems. They need to be exceptional. Man, this guy is blocking every shot. Also, in student flail, in my opinion, the damage average is below average.
What the hell?
Thank you, Drone, for another 10 gifted subs. This is the fact, because it has a higher chance to hit the head. So, unless it hits the head more often, the damage is not good.
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit.
This guy's a little bit experiment with a headhunter and two-handed flail. The damage 40 to 80, that's unpredictable. But I guess it's the balance for the headshots. I think this has to have higher mean damage.
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit. What the hell? Oh my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit. What the hell?
The one thing that it's easy to miss with this weapon Ignores the bonus of melee defense granted by shields and has a 30% chance to stun at the same time. So
Oh my
it's tough to
God.
balance stuff like this,
Have you seen that shit?
because it not only will
shit.
deal damage,
What the hell?
it has a high chance to hit the head for the devastating damage, but also ignores the melee bonus granted by shields and has a chance to stun at the same time. So there's definitely things under the hood around the two-handed flails, but I still think the mean damage should be higher than this.
Oh my God. Have you seen that shit?
Be more viable
Holy
later.
shit.
It's like the two-handed hammers and the maces are just too good. There's no reason for this weapon to have only 40 min damage as a two-hander. I just hit him on the head.
Oh my God. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit.
I just hit him on the head for 21 damage. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. It has need more mean damage.
Oh my God. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit. What the hell?
It had a 200 helmet, but still. A 200 flail should be more devastating than to the head. The damage is too unpredictable. But it's the nature of the flail, right?
Oh my God.
Even if it had like 45 to 80 damage or 50 to 80 damage, it would still be a little bit more unpredictable, but you'll be less punished on the low rolls. Excellent pill. In other words, it's a cool weapon to bully brigands.
God.
And
You see that shit?
maybe noble war as well.
Shit. What the hell?
And that's it. Just cool. Its effectiveness, it's pretty bad compared to a mace, for example. And it can't even be close to a hammer. And the mace has much better utility to go
my
with it.
God.
Days.
Have you seen that shit? Holy shit. What the hell?
Well, thank you, Altron. Make sure to ban hammer all the dissenters. Everybody has to be a sycophant here, Kappa. That's how we get those chill communities, right? You know, guys, you know why I'm so happy to play Bell Brothers right now? And it's not just, you know, because it's chill, because you know why? Let's give it all the subs here. That red emote with numbers in it, 50-50. Because I swear, if I had to see 50-50 for a couple more days in that Chaos campaign, I would have went crazy. There's no 50-50 here. "50-50" is probably one of the biggest memes of late in Total War, and it just hurts the soul. It's really bad for the soul. Oh, this is just RNG. 5 to 95. Lots of action happening, so things are bound to happen. You have to accept that. Otherwise, you're never going to enjoy a game like this. You're still gonna complain about it hard, especially in the early game, because it matters the most. But it is what it is. Because in some runs in the early game, just to succeed, you have to have odds in your favor. If you don't get them, you might just restart immediately after the first setback. Just so is the nature of the high difficulty. Oh, Brez got his second kill. That is Eltron. Scotty is still here. Still playing PoE. Had a crazy thing happen yesterday in PoE. So I was doing Forge of the Phoenix map. The tier 16 legacy one. I have no idea how I got that map. And I killed the boss, and all of a sudden I have like 100 notifications on the right side of the screen. I had Awakening 5 activated, and it cleared Awakening or on nearly like 80-90 maps. For us, you know, I was sure it was a bug. I even put it in the forums, but apparently it's not a bug. Clear a legacy map, you get all the awakenings cleared, you have a lock for the current awakening. So if you have like awakening, max awakening open, you just do a legacy map like that, and you clear all the awakening objectives completed. How crazy is that? But those bosses are no joke with high awakening. You gotta have really good gear. So I went from like about 15 awakening bonus objectives completed to like 100 in one boss kill. Oh, Delph, you reminded me, I have a max Voltaxic Sulfite, 38,500. Get a Delph tonight. Yeah, yeah. This guy could have made a shot there. But it's getting nice experience here, even with just one kill. Got a noble sword, always nice find. Warbrand is also nice for sale. Cool looking shield. this mission and then we're gonna clear inventory. Everything below 300 will be sold. Almost 19 now, it's time to sell this shit. Everything under 300. Everything over 300 is, could be saved for an event. Like a great sword. Some point to sell great swords unless you get a really good price for it. You can always have a room for great swords in the inventory. Billhook has better mastery. That's pretty much that. Unless you get a really good faint pole hammer, the billhook just stops it. Because the faint billhooks probably don't even exist. Billhook is already a godlike weapon by itself. So unless you get a faint pole hammer, I don't even consider using a pole hammer. I can totally see using a famed pole hammer, but it has to be a pretty good one to consider hammer master or the polar mastery. They're actually going to put proper war site in with the expansion, not just damaged one. I think we actually lose some reputation in this one, but I wanted to see what happens the first time I pick that option. We have a very strong company, so we're not gonna get intimidated by these guys. Why am I even moving like that? I'm not going to Talbot, man. Fucking spiders are there. Just sail the ship. Oh my god, there's spiders here as well. 3 skulls. I don't want to fight 26 nachos. Why would I accept fighting 26 nachos or 38 spiders? We have options here, so screw that. I said it's not even that good to, you know, keep rep high. It's all about Hellstad. Feels good, you know, being here after, you know, all that we went through in this campaign. I feel like we have history with this world. We were a noble house and war. We did a couple of missions here this time. the Freydorf. What is this? This is okay experience for Bress. But I'm not gonna accept one skull here. Freydorf again. Maybe with a second one. I want to fight those mercenaries, it's always cool fights. Niths probably got some camps now running on the other side. I'm gonna have to get some food in Talbot. We have to clear this, they're harassing the city too much here. The city can't even recover properly. Oh man, good thing I put Bress away. There's a Berserker on the bottom with a man splitter. Not the man splitter. Five warriors. That's just Richter, boys. That's why he's the green leaf. My bows have crippling strikes, especially counter berserkers with mass injuries. Cheese Richter can actually injure Unholds. How crazy is that? Go for anti-stun. Yeah, Asrik. Guy have the best orc armor. This guy has weaker armor. Knowing which armor the orc warriors wear, you know which one you can kill first, demolish the rest. This is 3 different armors here. Force mail, eluded force mail, with scale armor and the eluded plate armor. Fights like this, pull hammers, rock, bill hooks as well. Bill hooks as well. Gotta have pretty impressive crosses and bows, otherwise. Which we do. I mean, look at this blow on our warrior. This one has less than this one though. Drunk! That guy's fucked with braking there. It's unfortunate. We'll out the rest easily here. It's bow, by the way, boys. Bow. As orc warrior with armor. This is why I didn't want to route on. Can be adjacent with a bill who can get less chance to hit. Even with a 115 attack, melee at the skill. 114. You need more than 100 melee skill? Yes and no. I think like if you have a pole arm without a hybrid spec, there's nothing else to put points on than melee skill. So you want the guy to be as reliable as possible. There's a couple of targets which can be under 70% even with that much melee skill. And that guy attacks, he has to guarantee damage, so better safe than sorry. But pretty much the way he's built, there's always points into melee skill. There's nothing else to put, so easy pick. could have had Brest easily in this fight. Minted silver coins. There's one less greenskin hold around. Who holds up? Yeah, this city's got wrecked for most part in this conflict. Not even any tools to buy. Raided, unholds, greenskins. Thing is, when they're raided, it doesn't even meant to be means that it's actually greenskins. Could be other stuff as well. Funny thing, one time I had this. I thought it would be greenskins in the town situation. Then all of a sudden, the ones who were attacking the town were two armies of undead. Spiders, huh? Like the range skill, there is no limit. You just want to keep increasing it because of the distance. This is a really good range defense. If you put any more, it's just gonna get ignored. So 15 is where we leave it at. Keep resolve for better confidence and more health, I guess. The fight would have taken 15 minutes. What do we have here? Spitting villagers. What a shocker. Clear this, we'll clear the penalty here, and then we get good prices. We need to buy some food as wood and tools as well, so it's gonna save over 500 gold. We get the reward for it. Brest gets experience. We need to get Brest to 8. Still experience with a couple more bells. 3 more bells. We might actually kill some spiders here as well. We are not in the forest, so we engaged not just outside the forest. Where you start a fight is where your company is positioned on the map, not where the enemy is. This is how we drag them outside the forest instead of fighting in the forest. As there is a range where you can click on the enemy force, so we were just outside the forest. We got them outside the forest as well. We got a little bit more in the open here. Gonna be like 50 spiders in this fight. Kinda lose a turn of like 5-6 kills there. But this is a little bit better position. It's like most of the eggs are in the back. Those might not have 2 shots, but you can shoot like that and still move like this, which is beautiful. More eggs there. More or less spiders can do shit against us. Two Niths once, yeah. Well, let's always, you know, factor that something spicy can be like that. Yeah, early on, the Niths ones are real deadly. This was perfect, it just engages here. And we just slaughter a dozen of them in a turn. The way we did this, so we basically just make them engage us without using any of the nets. So it's just slaughter a wave of spiders, and only the next time they can start using nets after that. I guarantee double kill here. Can we guarantee double kill here? Wait, I need to rush this. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Every day we have opportunity to trash. It's not that good, but you know, finally found a spot with Nick. Look at this, he's nearly exhausted. Goddamn flails. Two-handed flails feels bad, man. Need more mean damage. That poor spider, we broke his nose and sprained his ankle. The damage is massive. Massive. Spiders can little shit without their nets. That's how they fight, nets and numbers. But their main weapon is time. You always get a couple of gray hair with time passed after every spider battle. Especially when they start fleeing. They age you. They're like drain life out of you. Your life energies, the essence that keeps you alive, it's being drained away from you when fighting spiders. So they're basically spider warlocks. That's what they really are. No mere spiders, but spider warlocks. Crystal years. Exactly. Go for the eggs. Well, this is faster and safer. This is the peasant militia origin. Back to the old save, yeah. Yeah, we just tried Northern Raiders 4 times. Didn't wasn't so lucky to getting going. So just stopped and went back to these shows. Well, even among the lower backgrounds, you still can get higher rolls, which you turn into quality. Even with peasant militia origin, you're gonna build up quality just slower. Takes much longer. Because you still get access to stuff like brawler, like butchers, lumberjacks, militia. These are not bad backgrounds. Just their base rolls might not be as crazy as some of the nobles or the hedge knights. Just takes longer to get the quality up. More time, and you're playing with 16 guys, so they also level slower. You don't immediately go 16 guys, but pretty much. Level of your guys has nothing to do with how they start with. Because if you're lucky, even a gravedigger can get a good starting rolls, good talents, and you just make it work. It's just a little more time consuming, to get high quality guys. Backgrounds like lumberjack and militia can get pretty good rolls. But those are some of the top ones you can get with the peasant background. Is soul crushing finding guy? Just time consuming, not really soul crushing. But this is one of the best backgrounds for a long game, so it's very satisfying. But I do from time to time miss access to hunters, hedge knights, and the nobles. But even, look at this. Like, this is like extreme example. But look at this. You don't need hunters to get amazing range, guys. Especially in a longer game, they're gonna get higher level and they're gonna get even more range skill. This guy had over 100 range skill. I mean, close to 100 he's confident right now on level 11. So I can still get an impressive poacher for a range. Then I always have to be a hunter. The backgrounds you hire are also cheaper to recruit, of course, because even when you recruit a noble, you could get unlucky with some bad traits or a mean roll. So a high roll lumberjack can beat a noble for sure, but it's random. Just out of range. Guy's gotta level up. Decayed reinforced mail halberd. Oh, nice. Oh, look at this! That's like the perfect level for him. Plus 4 melee skill, plus 3 melee defense, plus 4 resolve. More of this, please, game. More of this. Let me make this guy a Hedge Knight material yet. $78 health, we don't need Colossus. We'll see about Brony. We'll see. We definitely need adrenaline. There's like no doubt about that. You can ask the Ramba. Ramba played it. I think he can give you an opinion. I think he's streaming right now. Ramba is your go-to 3K guy. A little bit of a headache, so I'm gonna get a nap. Four strong nets are pretty good. Oh, nice, 2 butchers here. There is the meat place here, so you can get the butchers. That 2-hand material. Of course, we only keep exceptional people right now. Butchers, poachers, lumberjacks, all available at this location. Just need to get the good stuff. One time I recruited 4 guys and 3 were keepers. One was pretty much looking like a Hedge Knight. So you can get definitely lucky with these things. Hedge Knight is still planetary alignment on a lumberjack. Hedge Knight studs. He unfortunately got killed by Orc warriors and warlords. We had a tough battle. Ser Merconos and Malachorian. Both our hammers got killed in the same battle. Merconos had to be sacrificed, otherwise we would have had the crazy casualties. Malachorian was unlucky. The fight was pretty much over and he got killed. He had high defense and he still got hit. That was a big setback. We could have had some really strong 2-handers. Merconos would probably be like level 17 by now. That was a tough fight. It said 1 warlord, but in the dawn we waited for to get better chance to hit range. It was 2 warlords, and we had to deal with 2 warlords without a stunned bearer. Shouting, demoralizing is too much. Anyways, boys, we're gonna continue later. Streams will be late and unpredictable what times and ending times this couple of days. But a little bit in vampire zombie hours. So I'll see you guys later today. As in, it just past midnight, so I'll guess see you later. Thank you for watching.